guys, it's time to eat. We're going to do some cooking together. Um, my fast went really well. I just want to chime in and let you guys know everything's going well. I'm going to be having a conversation on the next video about fasting. I think it's important, some things that you should know when you're doing long fasts in order to stay focused, because I don't want you to feel like I can't do it and just start eating. Because if you eat a taste, it's okay. You're still fasting. But now if your taste turns into a meal, you're done. It's over. Because some people have to have a little bite of food if they're taking medication or if they're nauseated from vitamins, something like that. You say, okay, I'll get a handful of crackers or something, just to get the food down. That's cool. That's okay. Even try not to eat anything that has sugar. Once you eat something with sugar, then you have to stretch it out longer because you just ingested sugar, you've broken your fast. Once you've eaten sugar, you might as well have a whole meal or whatever you're going to eat because you've broken your fast. But in an hour later, you can restart your fast and add on hours because you broke it out early. I'll talk to you about that on the next video. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit of cooking, and I wanted you to come in with me because sometimes I do cooking on here. At least once or twice a week I'll cook something. So today is very simple. We're doing our carnivore diet. So I'm going to start with my little pot. Nothing's in it. I have some water I had in here earlier. I'm going to pour it out, a little bit out, just a little bit of water in the bottom of the pot. Small amount of water. You can barely see it. Now today's meat is going to be a meatball I found at my local jewel store. I love you guys. You're my community. So I'm glad when I see you every day. And I love you. And I hope that you're in here with me, hanging in. So these meatballs are dry, even though they have sauce on here, right? There's no sauce. So I'm going to measure because it's for 2 people. And I do try to stretch through whatever meals I have, So we're just going to, it's only about 2 bowls in here. I'm going to do a bowl full of meatballs. 1 bowl. I have a whole bag of these little salad shrimps. I had called my local pantry this week, because the money was low, and they gave me this. So I'm going to be trying these salad shrimps on top of coleslaw as a coleslaw salad shrimp tomorrow. So tune in for that. I don't know what to do with them. I know you have to probably saute them in butter. My eggshells are in the freezer. I have a whole dozen of eggshells. See that? 1 bowl, half a bag of meatballs. I'm going to take some of this water out and add some sauce. You don't want to eat a lot of sauce on your meals because they may have sugar. But we need some sauce because it is meatballs and it has no sauce on it. We're going to use a little bit of this can of Hunt's tomato sauce in here. Wait, let me see if I have anything open. Hold on. Sometimes I've had a spaghetti sauce that was left open in the refrigerator from who knows what I was cooking. If I have a meat and it's dry, even though the sauce probably has some amount of sugar in it, and I'm not fasting, I'm going to eat it. Because you don't want to eat dry food. Now this has no fat in it. It has 6 grams of sugar. And it's a half cup per serving size. Let's do a half cup. Let's actually be on the money with it today. Let's stay on the money. What's a half cup? Let's see. Got our measure thing here. So it's going to give me a half cup per serving size. Not that you have to measure, but that's half cup. So I'll save the rest for another meal. I'm going to pour a little bit more of this water out. Seems like it's too much. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to add our half cup of sauce right on in the bottom there. And we're going to add in our meatball. Okay. Let's see if I have, I'm going to put the other half cup away because I'm sure I got to cook the rest of the meatball, right? So next time we cook the meatball, we already have us some sauce ready. Store this in the fridge. This is about half cup. Let's see if I have any butter. Wow, I'm out of butter. I can't believe that. Butter is my go-to for adding in something, right? Adding in a fat, because I'm all about eating the fat, but I don't have any butter, so oh well. Can't eat what you don't have. So we're just going to let the meatballs simmer in the pot. And let's add some little pepper. I have some garlic pepper seasoning here. And I'm sure it has some type of sodium. No sugar in it. Okay. So we're going to add in about a teaspoon of this for seasoning. So I'm just going to do a measure in the top here. Just going to do a teaspoon just to give it a season in the pot. Everything needs a little salt and pepper, right? Okay, now we have our handy egg skillet here. It has butter already in it. So I got to get some butter. I'm going to turn it on. Because the meal consists today, our meat meal is our egg and our meatball. That's it. And also I have some parsley. I'm going to chop up a few sprigs and add it in there. Let's turn it down low so it can simmer a bit. I'm going to do a little parsley chop real quick. I'm going to add a little hot sauce in. I like hot sauce on my stuff, you know. Sometimes I like a little spice, so I put a little hot sauce in it. Okay. Try to get the parsley off without getting the stems. I don't like the stems. Yes, you're my community. I love you guys. I am so grateful that you chime in to me to watch my little cooking and my ideas and things that I come up with. Carnivore is a great way to eat. You have to keep some butter around as a healthy fat out of the butter, but I am going to get some in here tomorrow. Because we eat it so often, we're out of it. I keep me some butter and some eggs, if nothing else, because I know I can eat if I get butter and eggs. It's like you don't have nothing else. You can eat butter and eggs. You got a fat and you got a meat. Eggs are considered a meat, and it is very good for you. Now I try to keep some beef, you know, steak and all those good things, but hey, if money is low, it's meatballs, and that's what it is today. It's whatever meat is on sale. Added in some sauce. You know, if I had some cheese to put on top, that would be great, but I don't have. So we're just going to have a meatball and an egg, and we're going to call it dinner today. Okay. So my fast was very good. I started it yesterday, right after, what time did I start my fast? I was supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but I actually started at about 5:30 yesterday because I work and I know, I had to get my sleep. So I'm going to be in bed at least by 5 o'clock. So the reason I started it so early is because I had to go to sleep. So I said, while I'm sleeping, I'm fasting. And so then when I woke up later that night, about 9 or 10, I woke up, see, 6, 7, 8, that was 4 hours, right? And then, let's see, 5 to 10 was about 5 hours. And then I worked. Only thing I had was coffee. I always have that at night if I'm going to work. So I had my coffee. Let me throw this parsley in the pot. I had my coffee. I took it with me. Drink it throughout the night. That's 6 or 7 hours right there, right? This morning, I forgot I had this skillet on. It's going to be a burnt egg. Turn it off. So you're going to put your parsley into add your parsley into your meatball to give it a good flavor. You can do parsley, you can do cilantro, whatever you want to do. I turned it off, but we want to get our eggs in there. I don't have any butter. So back to the story. I started my fast at 5 o'clock yesterday. Sometimes I eat just the yellow, but I'm hungry today because I've been fasting. I'm eating all this egg. Okay. I'm going to cook all 4 because Joshua's going to need some eggs too. He's on carnivore with me. He eat what I eat. So, but I did buy a bag of potatoes. He likes French fries. So I said, well, that's a cheap meal for me to make for him tomorrow. Yeah, my fire detector don't play. If it's smoke in the house, and I'm glad it's like that, it's going off, I'm glad it's a good detector like that, because if I was asleep, I would want to know I had some burning, Okay, let's turn this thing back on really low. I'm going to do 2 more eggs because we're hungry. And I'm going to save these shells and stick them in the freezer. But I have some up there that I've been saving. Now, these are not pasture raised. These are regular eggs that I've been given. I'm just going to add 2 of them in because look at how hard it is. Don't even want to crack. I'm going to add 2 of these in so we have enough egg. This is our meat for today. Meat and also meat. Meat and meat. We're eating meat and meat. And then he has coleslaw in there to add on the side of his plate if you want a little kosher, a little coleslaw. Okay, back to my story. So what happened was I started maybe about 5:30 because I had a tea, then I went to bed. But tea doesn't count as meat. So I started my fast. I went to bed. I think I slept about 5 hours. I was up at 10 o'clock. So this doesn't take long. The meat is already ready. So that was about 5 hours. Then 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 8 more hours added to that 5 hours. 8, 9, 10, 11. So that was 13 hours. Now this morning when I got off, hungry. So nothing to eat, right? I went back out. I had another coffee at work last night because we can make coffee or we can have instant or whatever. So I took a little 10-minute break. I had me a coffee. Then I think this is where it started breaking my fast. When I had the coffee, they had some Splenda and stevia up there in the break room. So I was low on energy because I had been on my feet for about 5 to 6 hours at that point. I put some Splenda and some stevia in my coffee, right? So I said, okay, I'm still not gonna eat anything. When I got home, I was tired, and I cooked my son. What did I give him? I made him some breakfast of some kind this morning. I don't know what it was. Did I give him breakfast? I think he ate something that was left over or something in there. But I said, I'm going to go to the store. You know, I went over to the store, and the donuts, you get 6 donuts for $4.99, like $5 or something like that. And I said, well, I know I got to get something to cook for dinner. I'm going to grab him a couple of donuts. Now, I still needed to fast till like about 1 o'clock. I had already had 12 hours of fasting in at what? 7 o'clock. Now, 8, 9, 10, 11. This was 4 more hours. This was about 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I actually did. Yeah, I actually did my 16 hours. Other than that 1 cup of coffee that had the Splendor and the sugar in it. I did my 16 hours. So at 11 o'clock, I went to the store. It had been past it because we were only doing a 16-hour fast. 11 o'clock, I went over to the store, and I got the donuts. I got this food here to cook, this meatballs, and I got that little potatoes to make for him tomorrow. I got the donuts. So when I got back home, I think I got a bag of chips too. I had my first snack. I had some chips, which I put hot sauce on. I had a little bowl of chips like this. I put the chips in the bowl because I only want to eat a bowl full of a snack. I don't want to eat a whole lot. Then I had 2 donuts, and this had to be about 12 o'clock. So I did 17 hours. We were only set to do 16 hours. The only thing messed me up was about 4 or 5 a.m. I wanted another cup of coffee. And instead of me having it black, they had some stevia or something there that tempted me, and I had that stevia in there. But that I'm not going to say that broke my fast because it was just a little coffee, and I needed the energy, you know. But I should have had the coffee just with creamer, no sugar. So that was kind of the problem. But what happens is when you kind of mess up, don't give up. Don't say, oh, I mess up, let me go on and eat and whatever. Don't do that. Just keep going. Just say, okay, I'm going to have a little something or whatever, but I'm gonna stay on this for a couple more hours. Because that couple more hours will turn into the amount of time that you actually needed to do the fast. So just keep going. And so after I ate today the 2 donuts, I think I had some more coffee or some water or something. Or did I have anything? I had a little sip of coffee. I went to bed, 2 donuts. I should have been drinking some water at that point because, you know, I've been coffeeing it all night. So I went to bed today. I said, I got to get some sleep. I went to bed maybe about 12, 1 o'clock. And I slept to 5. So that's 1, 2, 3. I had 5 more hours. Whenever you sleep, you're fasting because you're not putting something in your mouth. So that was 5 more hours. So 17, 18, 19, 21. That's 22. So it doesn't matter that you ate. You may have eaten in an hour. Still counted as a fast when you get, after you eat, the next hour, within that hour, your body is working to digest. Within the next hour, when you are not eating, count that as fasting hours. Whenever you are not eating, those are fasting hours. There's hours where you're resting from eating. Count that, but you have to make it longer than 8 hours. And if you're like, say for instance, I was doing a fast from yesterday, all of this adds into that same hour. Now this meal completes everything because there's no snack, there's no nothing. This is a complete meal. This is like my first complete meal. The 2 donuts and a little swig of coffee, it also counted as breaking my fast. But I want to say, because it was such a small amount of food, it wasn't a meal. When you have a full meal, your fast is over. That's it. Now, you can start another fast the next day or whenever you want to start it. You can start it after you eat and say, okay, I'm going to fast again all night until tomorrow morning. That's 16 hours. When I go to bed at 9 o'clock, I'm not going to eat until 1 o'clock tomorrow. That's 16 hours. You're in the second phase of fasting when you do 16 hours. But I'm not going to say that because I'm probably going to eat breakfast tomorrow. The next time I fast is going to be Friday and the Saturday, which will be 31 hours, because I have to push the issue and challenge myself on this. I can do more than 16 hours, 12 hours. I can do a day and a half. I've done 24 hours before. So I can definitely do a day and a half without breaking down and having to eat something, snack, or anything. So we're going to be doing Friday 31 hours. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to give half of this meatballs to me and the other half to him because we're eating a meat meal. And then you may think it crazy, but I'm just going to put my egg right on top, just like that. So it's like a double meat meal. Now, if I had some butter, to put some butter down in here, oh, that would be so good. And that's my dinner right there. And I'm going to be full because it's double protein. You got the meatball and the egg. So, just going to get a little hot sauce on. And that's my dinner. That's it. Now, his plate, I like to give him a little something extra on his food sometime. So I'll give him some coleslaw or something on the side, you know. So he feel like he's got some extra. So I'm just going to add his onto the plate, like so. I always try to give him a little extra meat because he's kind of bigger than I am. And they say males need more, so I want to make him feel like he's getting something on his food when he eats. So I give him this. This is his plate, and I'm going to add some coleslaw right there on the side. I made coleslaw yesterday because he had some fish, salmon fish. I cooked 4 or 5. I cooked about a bag of it. You know, you only get 4 little pieces in a bag. So he's been eating in that. So this is his coleslaw. I always make him one on the weekend when he's going to eat something. Because I believe he feel like just meat on the plate. He don't feel like he's got nothing. I don't know. Some people are used to like, oh, that's it. You know, they want a side or something. A side of something on there. You don't need a side. You just need the meat. You know, what you're eating. Keep him a little coleslaw going of different kinds of slaws. And that's his meal. He's got his meat, his egg, and his coleslaw. Okay, our carnivore diet. He's been sleeping a while as well as I have. We've been getting our rest. So, wash me out a fork. But I hope that you guys understand. If you're trying to weight loss, you don't have to necessarily fast or anything on this diet because it's a very good diet. You can just eat it every day. You know, if you're small and you're always at your regular weight, just eat meat. Just eat because it's going to help your health. You need the fat in you need that cholesterol for your hormones to function better. I'm going through sort of a midlife crisis of menopause, but, you know, because I haven't had, you know, the young lady thing that they have once a month. I haven't had that in months. So I'm going sort of through that. And if you eat a high-fat diet, it's going to help you if you're going through sort of a menopause type state, you know. Nobody would think I'm that old, but it's happening. I'm in my 50s, you know, I'm in my early 50s, and it's happening. And some people even start this in their 40s, you know, but I need the fat. I need the cholesterol. I need the butter. You know, I don't necessarily need the cheese. Cheese is fattening, and I love it. But, you know, I do need the butter, the eggs, and the meat. So I'm eating this carnivore diet. Is my thing now. It's my thing. And I like to have a little pickle on the side, you know. Now, I'm going to be getting me some iodine drops because they said it's good to have, keep you a good salt and keep you a good iodine, keep you a good electrolyte powder, little things like that. That's it. And your egg, meat, cheese, meat. No grains, no carbs, nothing like that. Kosher side if you need a side. So I give some coleslaw that's kosher, you know, or I give them some pickle. I haven't had any pickle where we have cheese or butter on the side. So this is my cooking for now. If I cook later, I'll let you know. Have a good day. Bye-bye.